Barcelona, a city bursting with life, art, and history, this vibrant metropolis is a living canvas where every corner tells a story. It's a city that loves unusual things, a place where imagination can run free. Here, creativity is not just encouraged, it's celebrated. And in the middle of this exciting city is the work of Antoni Gaudí, an architect whose buildings seem to break the rules of nature. His designs are not just structures, they are living, breathing entities. His buildings, with their curvy lines and playful shapes, are like dreams turned into stone. They defy conventional architecture, creating a sense of wonder and amazement. They capture the hearts and minds of everyone who sees them. Tourists from around the world come to marvel at his unique creations. Gaudí's work isn't just building, it's a mix of art, new ideas, and a special connection to nature. He saw the natural world as a source of endless inspiration. Gaudí's Barcelona is a trip into a world where normal things become extraordinary. His vision transformed the city into a magical place. His buildings, decorated with mosaics, stained glass, and fancy ironwork, show his amazing creativity. Each element is carefully crafted to tell a story. From the tall points of the Sagrada Família to the fun curves of Park Güell, every building is a masterpiece. Each structure is a testament to his genius. Gaudí's work is more than just useful. It's an exciting experience that takes you to a world of wonder and imagination. His interiors are as breathtaking as his exteriors. Gaudí designed buildings in a way no one else did. His innovative approach set him apart from his contemporaries. He got his ideas from nature, using things like trees, waves, and animals in his designs. This connection to nature is evident in every detail. His buildings are full of curves, textures, and colors, creating a feeling of movement that makes the stone seem almost alive. The vibrant patterns add to the sense of dynamism. Gaudí was a genius at mixing art, architecture, and nature, leaving a lasting mark on Barcelona. His influence can be seen throughout the city. His creations aren't just buildings, they're stories told in stone, showing the heart of the city and the vision of a true architectural rebel. Each structure narrates a unique tale. Get ready to be amazed as we explore the fascinating world of Antoni Gaudí, looking at his life, inspirations, and amazing buildings. Join us on this journey through his extraordinary legacy. Born in 1852 in the Catalonia region of Spain, Antoni Gaudí was always meant to be an artist. Even as a kid, he noticed the details in nature. He loved how light shined on things, the patterns of leaves and branches, and the natural shapes of the world around him. This early interest became the most important part of his architectural ideas. Gaudí's education at the Barcelona Architecture School helped him improve his skills, but it was his natural talent and unique vision that made him special. He became part of the Catalan modernism movement, a cultural revival happening in Barcelona. This movement, which loved nature, symbolism, and broke away from traditional styles, really connected with Gaudí's own artistic ideas. Gaudí also got ideas from many different architectural styles. He studied the tall arches and details of Gothic cathedrals, amazed by how they made people feel awe and wonder. He also loved the Moorish architecture of southern Spain, with its cool geometric patterns, horseshoe arches, and bright colors. All these different influences, along with Gaudí's own creativity, created a style that was both new and very personal. He didn't like the straight lines and decorations of traditional architecture. Instead, he used flowing lines, natural shapes, and bright colors. Antoni Gaudí's style was totally different from what other architects were doing at the time. His approach was revolutionary and unique. It was a big celebration of nature's shapes, forms, and textures, a mix of curves, colors, and textures that seemed to make stone come alive, almost as if the buildings were breathing. Gaudí believed that nature was the best teacher, and he tried to copy its organic shapes and details in his designs, making his work feel both innovative and timeless. One of the most important parts of Gaudí's style was his use of curved lines, which gave his buildings a sense of fluidity and movement. He didn't use straight lines and right angles because he thought they were unusual in nature, preferring instead the natural, flowing forms he saw in the world around him. Instead, his buildings flowed and moved like hills, waves, and even the human body, creating a sense of harmony with the environment. This made his buildings look like they had grown naturally from the ground, as if they were an extension of the landscape itself. Gaudí's use of color was also really new and exciting, bringing a vibrant energy to his work. He decorated his buildings with bright mosaics, stained glass, and shiny tiles, creating intricate patterns and designs, creating a rainbow of colors that sparkled in the sun, making his buildings stand out in any setting. He got his colors from nature, using earth tones, deep blues, and bright greens, to make his buildings feel connected to the natural world, blending seamlessly with their surroundings. Another important part of Gaudí's style was his attention to detail, which was meticulous and thoughtful. He carefully designed every part of his buildings, from the big fronts to the smallest decorations. He used fancy ironwork, colorful ceramics, and playful sculptures, making his buildings fun and interesting to look at, with every corner offering something new to discover. Gaudí's buildings weren't just structures. They were works of art that you could experience with all your senses, inviting you to touch, see, and feel the beauty of his creations. You can't talk about Gaudí without talking about the Sagrada Família, his most ambitious and iconic work. This huge church, which has been under construction for over 100 years, shows Gaudí's amazing imagination and dedication. It's a testament to his vision and the enduring commitment of those who continue his work. It's a masterpiece made of stone, a mix of new architectural ideas, religious symbols, and Gaudí's deep connection to nature. Every inch of the building tells a story, blending the sacred with the natural world. The Sagrada Familia's story began in 1882 when Gaudí took over the project, which was originally designed in a more traditional Gothic style. Gaudí's unique vision transformed it into something entirely new and groundbreaking. But Gaudí had bigger ideas. He envisioned a structure that would transcend traditional architecture and become a living, breathing testament to his faith and creativity. He wanted to create a church that would change how we think about sacred architecture, pushing the boundaries of design and engineering. He put all his effort into the project, spending the last 12 years of his life working only on it. His dedication was so intense that he even lived on the construction site. The Sagrada Familia is special not just because it's so big, but also because of its detailed symbolism and Gaudí's revolutionary design. Each element has a purpose, reflecting his deep religious beliefs and innovative spirit. The church's three big facades, dedicated to the Nativity, Passion, and Glory of Jesus Christ, are covered in sculptures that tell the story of Christianity. These facades are like open books, inviting visitors to explore and reflect. Gaudí was a master at mixing these small details with the building's overall structure, creating a perfect combination of form and meaning. His work is a harmonious blend of art and architecture. Gaudí wanted the Sagrada Familia to be a celebration of nature. He believed that nature was the work of God, and his designs reflect this belief. The church's tall towers, designed to look like trees reaching for the sky, are decorated with natural designs and colorful mosaics. These towers symbolize the connection between heaven and earth. The inside, filled with soft light coming through stained glass windows, feels peaceful and spiritual. The play of light and color creates an atmosphere of serenity and contemplation. Even though it's not finished, the Sagrada Familia shows Gaudí's genius, a legacy that continues to inspire people all over the world. It stands as a symbol of human creativity and the endless pursuit of beauty. As we walk into this magical world, we're immediately surrounded by bright colors and amazing ideas. Every corner, every curve, every detail shows Gaudí's incredible creativity. It's like walking into a dream, a place where the normal rules of architecture don't exist. Here in this vibrant space, we see Gaudí's genius truly come to life. Each mosaic, each sculpture, each playful shape is a work of art, inviting us to explore and to dream. This is more than just a building, it's a celebration of imagination, a place where reality and fantasy mix together, and it's hard not to be totally enchanted by it. Barcelona is a city full of architecture. From the Gothic quarter to the modernist masterpieces, Every street corner has a story to tell, and of course, Antoni Gaudí's buildings are some of the most famous. His unique style, mixing nature and imagination, has changed the look of the city forever. While the Sagrada Família is probably his most famous building, you can see Gaudí's genius in many other places around Barcelona. Park Güell, with its colorful mosaics and natural shapes, is a fun and whimsical place to visit. Casa Batlló, with its wavy front and bright colors, shows his innovative use of materials. And don't forget Casa Mila, also known as La Pedrera, a building that shows how forward-thinking he was. Gaudí's influence goes far beyond the buildings he designed. His visionary approach to architecture has inspired many other architects and artists around the world. His focus on using natural shapes and local materials has become an important part of sustainable design. Gaudí's legacy isn't just in the buildings he left behind, but in the way he changed what architecture could be. Walking around Barcelona, you can really feel the magic of Gaudí. His work makes us see the world in a new way, a way where creativity has no limits. Gaudí's Barcelona is a place where art and life are connected, creating a city that continues to amaze and inspire people from everywhere.